8.3 Administering Fitness Testing by Lottie Lawson. So first up, we've just got description of the client and also the mini consultation I have with him, just to ask him a few questions to sort of gauge what fitness test would be best to administer. So his name is Nick Lawson, who was born the 7th of June 1968, so he's 52 years old. He weighs 90 kilograms and is 178 centimeters tall, which gives him a BMI of 28.4, and he has a resting heart rate of 63 beats per minute. I asked him if he had any current goals, and these are to lose about between 5 and 10 pounds, possibly a stone in weight, and tone up more, so sort of losing more body fat and building a bit more muscle to sort of make those muscles more dominant. He doesn't smoke, but he drinks up to about 25 units of alcohol a week, possibly more. He estimates he consumes about 2,300 calories a day, which is his maintenance calories for his height and weight, but he's perhaps consuming extra in alcohol without realising. His preferred exercise methods and routines are sort of long walks on the weekend, and then in the week, exercise classes, which sort of centre around HIIT training, so high intensity, interval training and sort of mild resistance training, and tries to do these about 5 to 6 times a week. He doesn't have an active job as he's currently on furlough due to COVID. He has been for 3 months and doesn't see the situation changing too soon, so it's a good time for him to focus on his exercise regime, he thinks. He has stress from COVID and work-related concerns, as many people do in this time, but walking his dogs and exercising helps to clear his mind, as well as having a drink once in a while. Furthest walking distance without training is about 10 miles, and the furthest running distance is about 10k, so 6 miles. So I'm just going to run through the tests that I chose for him and the sort of descriptions of these tests. So the first one is to measure his aerobic capacity, which is the 12-minute Cooper run. So you'll warm up for about 10 to 15 minutes beforehand, these sort of dynamic stretches, moderate activity, bit of walking, bit of jogging, not too strenuous. And then I would start a stopwatch, and then the client runs as far as possibly he can within 12 minutes, but not pushing himself to exhaustion. So this is focusing on aerobic exercise. And then the distance they're running is recorded by cones, the fitness tracker, or the track as he runs. And we did do this on a running track. And then once 12 minutes is up, that distance is then recorded and then used to calculate his VO2 max in a calculation that I've got later on in the slides. And then next, I decided to measure his flexibility and did this with a sit and reach test. So the client sits on the floor with legs stretched out straight ahead. His soles of feet are placed flat on a box or sort of like a flat vertical surface. Knees locked out and flat on the floor, and the client will reach forward as far as possible with palms facing downwards. He has 2 of these as practice, and then the final reach, you record how far the reach is held for about 1 to 2 seconds, and then the best result is then the overall result. And then next component of fitness would be muscular endurance with the 1-minute press up test. So he does a 10-minute warm up, sort of dynamic stretches to warm the muscles up, so reduces likelihood of injury. He gets into plank position with hands by their shoulders, palms underneath their shoulders, and then